Hi, ladies. A lot of women underestimate their own attractiveness. Pay attention to this. They assume that if men are not constantly approaching them, they must not stand out that much. But the truth is something most women never realize. Men often notice an attractive woman long before they ever say a word to her. Many men do not approach immediately. Sometimes they observe first. Sometimes they hesitate. Sometimes they assume you already have too many options. So the attention is there, but it is quieter than most women expect. If you've ever wondered whether men actually notice you or see you as attractive, pay attention to this. Men reveal it through small signs they give without realizing it, long before anyone says it out loud. Once you start recognizing these patterns clearly, attraction becomes obvious in the way men behave. Today, we are going to break down 8 signs that men find you attractive, even when they try to hide it. The first sign is eye contact that lingers just a little too long. Pay attention to this. When a man notices a woman he finds attractive, his eyes naturally lock in for a moment longer than normal. He may look away quickly when you catch him, but then look back again a few seconds later. This is not random. It is a subconscious reaction. Men often study someone they are attracted to without realizing they are doing it. Picture yourself walking into a coffee shop or a restaurant. You look around casually and suddenly you catch a man looking at you. The moment your eyes meet, he quickly looks down at his phone or at his drink. A few seconds later, you notice his eyes come back again just to check if you are still there. That pattern happens because attraction grabs attention first before confidence decides what happens next. Many women assume these glances mean nothing, but repeated eye contact is one of the clearest silent signals of attraction. The second sign is when men position themselves near you without a clear reason. Attractive women create a kind of gravitational pull in social environments. A man might not walk up and start a conversation right away, but you will notice him slowly appearing nearby. Maybe he stands near the bar where you are ordering a drink. Maybe he joins the conversation circle that you are already part of. Maybe he suddenly becomes interested in the same area of the room you are standing in. This behavior often happens at parties, events, or social gatherings. He wants to place himself in your proximity so that interaction becomes natural instead of forced. From the outside, it may look like coincidence, but attraction often works through small positioning decisions like this. When someone is interested, they naturally create opportunities for interaction. The third sign is when people listen closely when you speak. Attractiveness is not only about physical appearance, it is also about presence. When an attractive woman speaks with confidence and calm energy, people instinctively pay attention. There is a psychological effect called the halo effect that plays a role here. The halo effect means when someone has one attractive quality like beauty or strong presence, people assume other positives too. They start believing you are intelligent, confident, capable, and even a natural leader before truly knowing you. Because of this effect, attractive women often receive more attention during conversations. When you speak, people lean in slightly. They hold eye contact longer. They react more strongly to what you say. Men often become more attentive because subconsciously they are trying to keep connection and engagement with you. That shift in attention almost never happens by accident. The fourth sign is mirroring. Pay attention to this. When a man is attracted to a woman, his body language often begins syncing with hers without conscious effort. This is known as mirroring. If you lean slightly against the table, he might shift his posture in a similar way a few moments later. If you pick up your drink, he may follow shortly after. If you adjust your posture or your hands while speaking, his body might subtly reflect those movements. Mirroring happens because the brain tries to create harmony with someone it finds appealing. The man may not even realize he is doing it, but his nervous system is responding to your presence. When you start noticing small repeated movements that mirror your gestures, it usually means he is paying close attention. The fifth sign is compliments that go beyond appearance. When a man is drawn to a woman, he often starts noticing details that extend past simple looks. Instead of only saying you look beautiful, he may mention the way you carry yourself, the tone of your voice, or the energy you bring into a conversation. He might say things like, you are easy to talk to, you have a calming presence, or you have a confident vibe. These comments show that attraction has already been processed in his mind. He has already noticed your appearance. Now he is paying attention to the qualities that deepen that attraction. When a man begins complimenting your presence instead of just your looks, his interest is becoming more focused and personal. The sixth sign is when you catch people looking at you repeatedly. Attractive women naturally draw attention even when they are not trying to. You may notice quick glances from across a room. Sometimes a man will look away quickly when you notice him. Other times you may catch the same person glancing several times throughout the evening. This happens because the human brain automatically returns to stimuli it finds interesting. Attraction pulls attention back again and again. Many men try not to make their interest obvious, especially in public settings, but repeated glances almost always reveal that their attention has already been captured. The seventh sign involves other men reacting to your presence differently. When a woman stands out in a room, some men respond with admiration while others become competitive. You may notice some men becoming more attentive or respectful in conversation. They listen carefully and engage with your ideas. Other men may try harder to impress you when you are around. They might become louder, more animated, or more performative in social situations. Both reactions come from the same root. They recognize your presence and want to stand out within it. When multiple men subtly adjust their behavior around you, it often means your attractiveness is influencing the social dynamic. The eighth sign is when people assume you already have many options. This often shows up in small comments that reveal what they believe about your dating life. A man might joke that you probably have many people messaging you. Someone might ask if you are already seeing someone. Another might say they cannot believe you are single. These comments appear casual, but they reveal something deeper. People associate attractive women with high social value. Because of that, they assume you must already be desired by others. Confidence also plays a role here. When a woman carries herself with calm self-assurance, people naturally assume she has options, even if she never says it. The truth is, attraction rarely announces itself loudly. Most of the time, it shows up through behavior, attention, and subtle shifts in how people respond to you. Many women doubt their appeal because they expect attraction to appear in obvious dramatic ways. But in reality, attraction often lives in the quiet signals people send without realizing it. Once you start recognizing these patterns, you stop questioning your value and understand your real influence. You begin to see how your presence quietly changes the energy in the room. That awareness alone changes the way you walk in, speak, and carry yourself. And the moment that confidence appears, people around you start responding to you differently.